Well, love is a miraculous gift, and a wedding is a celebration of that gift. We're gathered here today in this beautiful setting to celebrate something very special. In the presence of closest family and friends, Eric and Judith have come here today to publicly profess their love for each other and to join together in marriage. Now, marriage is perhaps the greatest, if not the most challenging adventure in human relationships. As you stand here today, I will remind you both that no ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that. You'll do it through love and patience, through believing in one another, through supporting each other, through learning to forgive, and learning to appreciate your differences. Now, we don't know where or when we will meet that one special person who we're destined to spend the rest of our lives with. But I can say for certain that meeting is not an accident. Standing before you today are two people who were absolutely meant to find each other. And the bond they've built between them has led us to this very spot at this very moment.
I'd like to take this opportunity first to thank everybody in attendance for making this journey to celebrate this special day with Eric and Judith. You guys, you guys compliment each other so well, and such a beautiful couple. And I wish you many, many years of happiness and joy. We love you. Congratulations, Eric and Judith. We love you.
Primeramente doy gracias a Dios por este maravilloso día y doy gracias a cada uno de ustedes por estar aquí presentes este día tan importante para Judith and Eric.
First of all, I would like to thank God for this wonderful day and thank each and every one of you for being here on such an important day for Judith and Eric.
Soy la mamá más feliz porque hoy se está casando mi hija Judith.
I am the happiest mom because today my daughter Judith is getting married.
Sé que era uno de los sueños más grandes y hoy se está haciendo una realidad.
I know that it was one of her biggest dreams and today it is coming true.
Lo más importante es que está cumpliendo su sueño con un buen hombre como Eric.
The most important thing is that she is fulfilling her dream with a good man like Eric.
Tengo tantos recuerdos en mi corazón de cuando Judith era una niña.
I have so many memories in my heart when Judith was a little girl.
Como cuando pasaba muchas horas viendo las películas de Land Before Time y su favorita Pocahontas.
Like when she spent many hours watching the Land Before Time movies and her favorite Pocahontas.
Y todas las vacaciones a los parques temáticos de California con toda la familia.
As well as every vacation to California theme parks with the family.
Pero desde ese día en mi cumpleaños, cuando Judith me dijo que se había hecho novia de Eric,
But ever since that day on my birthday when Judith told me that she had become Eric's girlfriend,
comenzó un nuevo capítulo en su vida.
she started a new chapter in her life.
Y estoy más que orgullosa que Eric sea parte de esta nueva historia en su vida.
And I am beyond proud that Eric is part of this new story of her life.
Eric, bienvenido a la familia.
Eric, welcome to the family.
Gracias por querer compartir tu vida con mi hija.
Thank you for wanting to share your life with my daughter,
Por escogerla como tu esposa.
for choosing her as your wife.
Doy gracias a Dios por tu hermoso corazón, Erika.
Thank you for your beautiful heart, Eric,
Por amar a mi hija Judith y por también amar a Lili y a Oreo.
for loving my daughter Judith, and for also loving Lily and Oreo.
Mi esposo, mi hijo Jonathan y aquí mi hija Yumi.
My husband Antonio, my son Jonathan, and my daughter Yumi,
Queremos bendecirlos.
and I want to bless you.
Que sea Dios guiándolos en todo lo que ustedes hagan.
May God guide you in everything you do.
Les deseamos mucha salud, felicidad y sobre todo amor.
We wish you good health, happiness, and above all, love.
Les bendecimos, les amamos.
We bless you and love you.
Gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí en este día tan importante para ellos. De verdad, de todo corazón, se los agradezco mucho.
Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. We thank you with all our hearts. Thank you so much.
I've known Eric for about 7 years. I've lived with him for about 1.5 years. And I kind of got to see this relationship from the ground up, from the very beginning, from them texting, talking to each other on the phone, him driving all the way out to Vegas, Judith breaking down in her car and not making it to the house one time. But it's just been such a wonderful thing to see them grow from where they are to where you guys are now. I mean, you're just a lovely couple, and I'm just so happy to be a part of your lives. Judith, you look beautiful today. I just want to say that I think you are the best person for Eric. You bring out the best qualities in him, while still allowing him to be completely goofy in his, wholesome self. Speaking of which, that kind of brings me to my next point. So I'm actually really impressed there were no raccoons involved. You guys didn't ride out on elephants. I think that the llama thing was actually a really good compromise, so good job there. You've probably figured this out by now, but you married Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. The amount of times I've seen Eric hiding behind a bush, taking a picture or video of a squirrel or a donkey, talking to him, it's, as fascinating as it is concerning. So, all right. So, Eric, on a serious note, you're incredibly important in my life. I'm so thankful that our paths crossed when they did. Your level of tenacity and perseverance is something that I've never really experienced in a friend. And I'm so thankful that I got to share my and Tori's house with you. We absolutely loved the time that we got to spend with you and all the wonderful experiences that we went through in California. And you two are going to go incredibly far as a couple, and I can't wait to see how many couches you flip. All right, so before I close out the speech, I was doing some research on this exercise that you should do. So if you'd both indulge me really quick, this is really good for a marriage. Judith, if you'd like to put your hand on the table there. You could do your right hand, yeah. And then, Eric, go ahead and put your hand on top of hers. Am I right? It doesn't matter. And if you'd like to look into each other's eyes. All right, so I'm told this is the last time you're going to have the upper hand in this marriage, so enjoy that while that lasts. All right, so all jokes aside, if everyone would like to raise your glasses, Eric and Judith, we celebrate you today. We wish you a lifetime of love, happiness, and adventure. May you find the laughter and humor in the bad and appreciation for the good. I can't wait to see everything you guys accomplish. I love you so much, and congratulations.
I met Judith when I was 8 years old. She was 9 years old. I was so excited to have a sister. Never had a sister, only had a brother. And I always looked forward in going to my dad's house because obviously she was there. It was always an adventure being with you. And I've always, sorry, I'm a little nervous. I've always looked forward in going to my dad's and hanging out with you, and even though you would make me do a lot of things for you, like take your nail polish off for your toes and dry your clothes in the dryer, put your clothes in the dryer, and give you water when you were thirsty. Like I said, I was excited to have a sister. Today, 21 years later, I'm honored to speak as your bridesmaid. And Eric, I officially resign, and I delegate that to you. I officially want to say welcome, bienvenido a la familia. I am so honored, and I'm happy to call you my brother-in-law. You came in her life, perfect moment, and you guys became best friends. You guys been travel buddies, and I love seeing your pictures on Instagram. You guys moved into your beautiful home, and Eric, I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for making my sister the happiest I've ever seen her. And to my sweet, spicy couple, congratulations on this spectacular wedding and a lifetime of love and happiness. I love you guys both, and Ari and I can't wait for our future cousins. Congratulations.
Eric, from the moment I met you, I knew there was something undeniably remarkable about you. You have to be one of the most respectful, courageous, and selfless men I've ever met. Burdens become joy to you. You fight for good, even when you're at war with yourself. You are truly a magnanimous person. As I learned the most important lesson of trust and faith, I was blessed with an angel in my life. You've been my constant calm after my storm. You've been my starlight in my darkest nights. You've been my strength when I've been at my weakest. And you've been my hero when I needed one. You loved me and my flaws, and you let me be me. The way you grabbed me unexpectedly to dance with me in our kitchen, how you reach out to hold my hand in bed before we fall asleep, and how you remind me a dozen times a day that I am beautiful. It all brings me so much happiness. I feel a deep sense of purpose when I'm with you. Our crazy bar hopping adventures in Tulum, being stuck in the middle of a thunderstorm in Costa Rica as we hold each other tightly, riding our bikes in the streets of Thailand, these are the memories that I want to continue to create. These past 4 years have been the best years of my life. You are the kindest and the most beautiful, gentle soul I've ever met. Every morning I wake up, I am thankful to the universe for being together. I am truly blessed. The way you look at Lily and Oreo and say you love your life because of us, and how you hug me so tightly at night to affirm our love is all I need. You are my best friend, the most important person in my life. Eric Guy Newcomer, today you become my husband. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. I can't wait to be your wife in just a few minutes. I have, I do, and I will. I vow to support you in adverse times and celebrations. I vow to follow you to the ends of the earth. I vow to laugh at your jokes, even when I don't get them. And I vow to challenge you every day to be the best version of yourself. I love you, Eric.
I love you too.
You get to follow that up.
That was really good. That was really good. Judith, I often think about when we first met. You were stepping off the escalator at the Michael Jackson tribute, and you were looking down with your hand by your face to keep your hair out of view. When you looked up and your eyes connected with mine, you gave me this radiant, heartwarming smile, and I felt for the first time what it's like for time to stand still. I remember that feeling, and I remember thinking I could spend a lifetime in that moment. Time continued on though, and I'm glad it did, because our experiences, adventures, good times and bad, have created a story I still can't believe I get to be a part of. We've bathed elephants in Thailand, dined with the Mayan people in Tulum, got stranded in the bitter winter of Boston, and bought our first home together in Salt Lake City, where Lily and Oreo are awaiting our return now. You've given my life a vibrance and color that I didn't know existed. And being born colorblind, I can't truly express how grateful that gift is. I've always thought I needed to find someone who can love me unconditionally, but what I've discovered is that I found someone who I want to love unconditionally. I vow to remind you daily of the love I have for you. I vow to support and encourage you relentlessly. I vow to seize every opportunity to make your eyes roll with a poorly timed and totally lame joke. Did you know we're going to Belize for our honeymoon? I can hardly believe it. I vow to uphold the role of husband as one of life's greatest challenges. I vow to nurture the voice you give to the animals that don't have a voice of their own. I vow to remember that sometimes you need me to listen, sometimes you need a hug, and if it's before 9 a.m., sometimes you just need a cup of coffee. Judith, with an open heart and a smile on my face, I vow to walk beside you into an uncertain future. Because as long as I can still feel your soul, I don't care where we go.
Well, damn.
It is with great joy in my heart that I pronounce you to be husband and wife. Eric, you may kiss your bride.
I've known Eric a long time. We met back in the 90s. I'd like to say we hit it off right away, but truthfully, we didn't have much to talk about because he was a baby or whatever. Nevertheless, it's still cool being the older brother because you get to watch your siblings grow. Eric was a pretty cool little kid. If you look at any of the old family photos, Eric was always the easiest spot, even though all four of us look exactly alike. He's the one with the shredded muscular physique, a chiseled jawline, a six-pack of abs, wearing diapers. Seriously, he was the buffest, most ripped baby I've ever seen. I swear those abs came in at 18 months and never left. I'm still jealous of that. He was always a real-life ninja, too. I think I'm correct when I say all of the newcomer boys, Eric and his extreme backflips and parkour antics gave my parents the most gray hair. Fast forward many years, and I think our brotherly bond really became solidified as young adults. To describe our brotherly bond now is to say this: whether separated by distance or time, we always have each other's back. That's something I truly cherish in my life with all my brothers, and I pray that never changes. No matter how long it's been, when we get together, the stories are long, the laughs are plentiful and loud, and the women we love are rolling their eyes at us. But the newcomer boys are having a blast together, just laughing at our own hilarious jokes and the same old incredible stories. Kelly's rolling her eyes right now, isn't she? Now, as the older brother, I get to watch Eric get married. Eric and Judith, I'm so happy to be here on your special day. Judith, you look absolutely beautiful, just stunning. Eric, did you even shave? It seems a common theme with the newcomer boys that we can pick wonderful and amazing women as partners. And by pick, I mean somehow convince them to go out with us, then somehow convince them to fall in love with us, and then somehow convince them to do life with us. I don't know how, it's simply one of life's great mysteries. But Judith, you are no exception. While you and I have always been separated by distance and time, I've learned so much about you through what Eric has told me, and it always gets validated every time I see you. He loves you because you're a beautiful inside and out. You have a kind soul and a loving heart. You are genuine, and you love my brother, and for that, I love you. Thank you for loving my brother. Now on to my oldest brother, brotherly love, completely unsolicited marital advice for both of you. Being married is truly one of the honors of my life. I love being a married man. I love having that one person in this world who knows me, truly knows me, my fears, my vulnerabilities, and I know hers. No matter what highs and lows, what storms of life, good days and bad, Kelly is there for me and I am there for her. That, to me, is what marriage is all about. However, one of my biggest regrets in life is not doing that sooner. Not just marrying her sooner. What I mean by that is not loving her without fear sooner. The reason we have what we have is because we love each other without fear. And once I finally jumped in with both feet forward, without fear of what might happen, with no reservations, no contingency plans, dropping all the what ifs, once I finally did all that, I have experienced and continue to experience one of the greatest loves I've ever known, second only to my love for my children. So that's my hope for you two, that you always love each other without fear, that you love fully, completely, unconditionally. And when you have your when you have your lows in this life, because they will come, you turn to each other and you walk through that storm together, and above all, you give each other grace. If you two love each other without fear and give grace to one another when it is needed, I am confident you will have a wonderful marriage full of life and full of happiness. I love you both. I wish you a happy, healthy marriage and long, wonderful lives together. Congratulations.
lucky to have been chosen as Judith's maid of honor. So our journey starts when we met in 8th grade. It was Algebra 1 honors class. She sat next to me because I'm Asian. She thought I was good at math. She could cheat off my paper, you know? I was like, I mean, I guess, you know, like, and then she was like, she thought I was Japanese. So I was like, first off, I'm not, you know? And then she was disappointed when I told her I was Thai. Like, how messed up is that? Anyways, I honestly had nowhere else to sit. So I was like, you know, I guess I'll sit next to her. But half of this room knows Judith Newcomer as the vegan, pumpkin spice loving, career-driven, intelligent woman that she is today. I know her as the ass-twerking hood rat that she really is, okay? Yeah, look, the girl can dance. Everyone's gonna see that tonight, though. I mean, we kind of saw like a little bit earlier. But ultimately, you know, we look very different on the outside, but our souls are deeply intertwined. Damn, I'm gonna start crying. Okay. This girl means the world to me, and I'm elated that, sorry, hang on. I told you I had to read the speech. I'm elated that she's met Eric, because when I met Eric, I could have cried tears of joy because I was so happy to see Judith with an amazing man. Judith has been through hell and back, and she really deserves a man like Eric. And I'll never forget the kindness that Eric has also gifted me. I was going through a hard time in my own life, and Eric listened to me and allowed me to stay in his home. For that, I will be forever grateful. Judith, I'll always be here to support you in your endeavors and watch you as you continue to build your empire with Eric. Eric, I'll murder you and your groomsmen, okay, if you hurt her. Remember that, okay? Give me 10 years, I'll be a black belt in jiu-jitsu, okay? Eric, I trust you wholeheartedly to keep her safe and cultivate an environment that's conducive to her growth. Everyone, congratulations to my favorite ascended vegan couple. I love you guys.